They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
2nd and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. On 1st down, it's Watson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Watson. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Bailey missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. ball is out. Watson lost it.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Grover Stewart.
He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Now from way back there after the sack. It's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
To throw, Kaepernick. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
1st down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
Here's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 81 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Kaepernick.
Out quickly to Hines.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Here's Kaepernick. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Kaepernick again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Watson's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up second and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Change the mic. Change the mic. Let's go, G. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Yeah, like 59.
From the 38, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Again, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Quick throw completed by Watson. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Olivier Vernon able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Watson looks to throw again. And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Taylor's got the first down and more. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Watson. he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Colts 31, Texans 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw, Watson.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Watson.
Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Watson.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.